Actually, when I was a child, I had chronic ear infections quite a bit. And all growing up, I just have a lot of distinct memories about dual ear infections and a Boy Scout. And I went through a series of tubes, you know, again and again and again. Still had ear infections as I got older, 18, 19, 20, and into my 20s. And I was to the point where I had some substantial ear disease of some sort, and I had a ENT, ear, nose, and throat specialist that I found in Portland, and began treating me for ear infections, whether it was tubes or just antibiotics. And we built up to the point where in my left ear I had to have what's called a cholesteatoma surgery, a 7 or 8 hour surgery. And after that I would still have this rising fluid in my ears. It would fill up, produce a lot of pressure in either ear till the tympanic memory bursts, and then it would leak, and that hurt quite a bit, but I would take antibiotics. And so the ENT, after 19 years or so, just threw up his hands and said, I don't know what this is. I think you should go see this fellow that I know, Dr. David Hurst, and he'll tell it like it is. I mean, if he finds something, you know, he's determined, he's persistent, and just go meet him. And so I did, and this was about 10 or 11 years ago now. And after an interview, talking about my story, he said that I have an allergy of some sort. I said, well, I've seen 2 allergists. They didn't really find anything. He said, well, give me a shot to look for it. He did a pretty exhaustive test through this prick test on my arms. It must have been 40 separate tests, just, you know, meticulously documenting and searching for what could be causing this otitis media or fluid in my ears to go up. So we about a year went by and I didn't have an episode of fluid building, and we did that for a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, and then they trained me to try to do my own injection. And he encouraged me to avoid some of my allergy environments. So we're continuing to push it even further, which actually was another refreshing perspective of Dr. Hurst. Is one of his goals, his main goals, is to get you to a condition where you don't need him, which I thought was kind of nice. First of all, I have the confidence to know I'm not going to be out at a camping trip or on a business trip or whatever and suddenly be inflamed with some searing pain of building fluid in my ears to the point where my eardrums burst and drain. That's not a fun week. It's not a fun day. It's painful condition. So I would definitely send them to Dr. Hurst for at least the initial consult and see where that takes them.